Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Couch Potato Sports. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the QBs on Texas versus Ohio State game, the offense and defense side, and the coaching, of course. We can't forget about coaching. And this is Finn Weiland. Today's game was a pretty good game, but had its ups and its downs. The QB side of this game was okay. Julian Sang had a great game as his first time playing. He's a starter. He's a backup last year for Ohio State. We didn't really get to see him last year on occasions, but we've seen Arch Manning play a good amount last year. Not a lot, but a good amount for Texas. We can conclude basically that they're both good quarterbacks, but sometimes you don't always get a good outcome in games. Arch Manning did not have his best game. We could see better, but there's not really much we can see. It's week 1 of college football. There's many more weeks to come out. Really not much I can really say about the QBs. It's just week 1. I can't really describe what to really say. It's just I'm just going to say Julian Sang is a great QB. As a backup QB, 2023, I think he was like a 5-star coming out of high school. Great. They picked him up. Good. Insane. Just going to say that. Now, Arch Manning, we've seen it. I'm going to say this again. We've seen him last year a good amount. We've seen kind of his potential. We can see his accuracy, playmaking, communication, and all that. His communication could be a little better. Playmaking, pretty good. Could be better. He can upgrade a lot. He can be a way better quarterback. We've seen in these years quarterbacks that were really trash and bad and become really good. Like Will Howard, came out of Kansas. He's okay. He started amazing. He saved Ohio State, basically. Like, they picked him up, they got him, they won a championship. Like, what else is there to say about Will Howard? Now, next topic, offense and defense. Offense, not that good. We could see better, but what is there to say? Like, again, it's week 1. We're going to see improvement later on. Week 2, we're going to see so much improvement, and then all these weeks later, we're going to see a lot of improvement. And we're going to see, actually, like, communication, playmaking, all that. But that's the coach's side. Let's talk about offense and defense. Now, sometimes teams are not always that good. In the beginning, the beginning teams were like trash, and then they got this is part of the NFL. This is NFL, but don't worry about it. 49ers were trash. 1 year before they went to the Super Bowl. And that season, they popped off. CMC and all that, but I don't need to talk about the NFL. This is about Texas versus Ohio State. I'm just using an example as that. So if you want an example, there's your example. Easy like that. But we've seen great offense from these teams years before. Texas and Ohio State has a great rivalry. I've gone to one game. I've gone to 2 Ohio State games, one as a baby and then one in the Cotton Bowl last year. Cotton Bowl was an amazing game. We were outnumbered in fans, and we just went insane that game. Jack Sawyer, one of the best plays I've seen in college football. Not the best, but out of all the college football I've seen in many years, that's one of the great plays. Y'all want to see that. And Jack Sawyer and Quinn Ewers, best friends. But that's off topic. I'm talking about the offense and defense. Offensive side, Wise or whatever for Texas, the running back. He did pretty good this game, not gonna lie. We saw him rushing, and it was good. Week 1. And Ohio State's running back, we kind of really don't know him because last year we had Trayvon Henderson and Quinton Judkins, and they were insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, that's like the running back side for both. Good for Texas. Can improve for Ohio State. It's whatever though. Like I said, week 1. But yeah. Now, the wide receivers on Ohio State, insane. We already know Jeremiah Smith, like the kid that was a high school 5-star. We picked him up, and he won a championship his first year as a freshman. Like, dang! And he's an All-American. Like, dang! Oh my God. He's good. That's all I really gotta say. He's amazing. Not the best, but like I said, it's week 1. You're not gonna see like insane things in week 1. Like, you're hoping for a one-handed catch, but you're probably not gonna get that because it's week 1. Like, you'll see that later on, but right now you're not gonna see that. Defense for Ohio State University was insane. Both teams had 2 fourth and goals on fourth and goals, and one of them actually scored a touchdown. Ohio State University. Texas sadly came down with it. Came down with it. Like I said that twice. They were right there, but they got stopped by this amazing defense by Ohio State. Taff. I had a baseball teammate whose cousin is it Matthew Tate? I forgot his name. It's Taff. It's not Tafe. It's Taff. My bad. Sorry to the Taffs out there. Taff. He's an amazing player. I've seen him last year. What a great player. But that doesn't matter. This game, didn't really see much from him. First game. Well, it's like first week, but who really cares? First week. You're not going to see him much. He said that twice. So basically, yeah. And then defense for Texas. It's like they could be really good if they just like communicate and like basically all I'm trying to say is they're a good defense, but they could be way better if they just communicate, practice, and build a friendship. The most important thing is building a friendship. I play lacrosse personally, and when I first played, I knew no one, really. I knew no one. And I was quiet, didn't talk to anybody. And there were 2 kids who played on Storm. You probably no one's going to know that team. They're a good team, I gotta say. But they talk to each other because they used to be on the same team. So it's reasonable. But really, no one really talked to each other. And it's some like gained a friendship, kind of, they talked. And I'm just here like this. And in the first tournament we play, we kind of were talking to each other. In the first tournament we play, we're just like, dang. It's just, when you have a tournament with a team, you gain a friendship that probably didn't see in practice. We gain a friendship, and we are goal scorers, all I gotta say. Like, yeah. But that's off topic. Let's get back. And this is the coach's side. Ryan Day. When we got this guy, he was insane. But Ohio State is lucky that they have, through all these years, they had good offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, and just head coach. Because they get the most talented, get the most, like, just really just the best coordinator. They find the right person. They find the best fit for that position, and they find it. And legit, they go crazy. Ohio State has always been an amazing team. But sometimes, like in the 2020 season, 2020, 2021, they didn't make it to the playoffs. That year was a really bad year. We didn't have great coaches. We could have better, but last year was amazing. The coaching staff, they were insane. Great play calls, great communication, just all that. Texas side of coaches, the head coach last year, he was good, but he could have made better plays. Like against, like in the Cotton Bowl, there was this one play, and they really needed to play. I don't know what it was, like a zone or something, and they didn't, and it ended up being really bad, and it ended up being a turnover, and we got the ball. If I am wrong and that is completely wrong, you can tell me in the comments because I sound off. It might be wrong, but I'm knowing what my knowledge was last season, and I'm bringing it here. Just got all that. Head coach, he was good. He still is good. He could get better play calls and good in like tough situations. Sometimes people get stressed or stuff like that, and they call a bad play call, and then all the fans are like, "What are you doing? Come on! Why'd you not call this? Why'd you not call that?" Like we could have legit scored, or we could have legit picked them off, or got a sack, or stopped them from getting a first down. And all I gotta say up there is Texas fans, Notre Dame fans, all fans out there, we have all seen a bad play that legit sold us the game. And stuff just happens, and we go on and we're like, dang. And some of us are like, well, we'll get them next year. Sometimes next year is not the greatest year, but get them next year. I say that. Everyone says that. Well, get them next year. Last season for both teams were insane. Coaching, play calls, all that were really good. We could have seen like not a lot better, but maybe a tiny bit. But it was legit just perfect. But not everything in life is perfect, but it was good, like really good. And yeah. And really, that's all I got to say about the coaching staff for Ohio State and Texas. I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, maybe even share the video. And by the way, this is like just a YouTube video. It's like our second ever video. So if you guys just could subscribe, that would help us a lot because right now we got these mics. They're tiny little mics. They might not sound the best. They might not sound what your normal podcast might sound like, but they do the job at least. Like, I could be talking through a legit phone, but that does not matter. Thank you for watching this video. I'm Finn Weiland, and I'll see you in the next videos. Woo!